Hey, this is Jennifer here. So welcome. This is my official first video on YouTube on Jennifer On Demand, which is all Jennifer all the time. So I just want to sit and just talk a little bit, tell you a bit about who I am, what this channel is going to be kind of about, and just so you can get a good idea so that hopefully you can, subscribe and follow with me in regards to my journey. So again, my name is Jennifer, and I'm just a regular person. I actually work inside of a call center. So I work as an insurance agent inside of a call center. So I do customer service. So the insurance company I work for is a very, very large company that most likely I'm sure that you heard of, and you probably are a customer of this company as well. Now, of course, I wouldn't be able to tell you the name of the company because I still work there and I would like to keep my job. But yes, I actually am in fact an insurance agent, licensed insurance agent. And what I would like to do, I noticed that as I'm working, a lot of people don't know much about their insurance and everything that they have. And, they don't know a lot of different basics when it comes down to auto insurance. Just to clarify, I actually do the auto. So I would like to do like a nice little video series in regards to different aspects of insurance, how much coverage you need, how much coverage you don't need, and things of that nature. Now, I've been doing customer service in general for about, I would say maybe 12 years. I originally started in the cable industry. I'm originally from New York. So I actually worked at Capella Vs. You might have heard of it, depending on where you're located. That was my first full-time job. And it was inside a call center, my first full-time job, my first call center job. So I realized that as I was doing it, I'm actually pretty great at it. So I stayed there for a couple of years. And from there, I went ahead and went over to another large cable company, Time Warner Cable. I'm sure you heard of it at the time. And I stayed there for about a good 5 or 6 years. And then from there, the merger took place. And unfortunately, the department I was in at that point was a smaller department. I was no longer inside a call center. So all the smaller departments pretty much was, broken down or getting rid of, or, some of them was moved to different states. And at the time, I wasn't able to just simply up and move my entire life to another state. Some people had to go back to the call center. Some people got a package. So I decided to just go ahead and leave and do something different. So that's when I went ahead and had to kind of look inside of my inner self and inside of my inner bills and figure out what exactly am I going to do with myself moving forward. I spent like 5 or 6 years at this company. So what else am I going to do? So I went ahead and applied for a very popular insurance company. And I've been there ever since. I've been there about a good 3 years inside the customer service auto. So we do everything from adding vehicles, removing vehicles, why your bill went up, why your rate not going down. Of course, I'm the person that answer all of those questions for you, okay? So you might have talked to me a couple of times too. So now that I've been doing that for a little while, and of course I've been doing customer service for years, right? So I kind of want to do something different at this point. I don't see myself retiring as a customer service agent. I kind of want to, move on to something different. I would still want to stay inside the same company, but I want to do something more of like the human resource side. So what I've also went ahead and started to do was try to go ahead and get my degree. Because right now I only have an associate's, but I have it in digital media from Catherine Gibbs. So of course, again, if you know Catherine Gibbs and if you're in the New York area, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The school no longer exists. They're closed down. And the degree, at the most part, was just a big waste of money, to put it lightly. Digital media, which is the degree I decided to pick and go for, that's pretty much for website design, Photoshop, Illustrator. And of course, if you are a creative person, and then great, yeah, it was definitely worth every penny of it. But me, I'm not. I can't really draw a stick figure. So hence why I'm doing customer service. So the good thing about it, though, is that the 2 schools I was looking into, they was able to accept my credits, which was a surprise to me. I was, definitely really happy about that. So the two schools I was actually looking into, now that I just got that little introduction out the way, the two schools I actually went ahead and applied for was online schools. Yes, I as of right now I'm working from home. That's like I got my little setup in back. That's actually my computers that from the company themselves, because everything was just a rush to just get out the call center, go home, bring all your equipment with you. So that's kind of what the situation was. So that's all the stuff right there actually belongs to the company. So yes, so I'm going to be doing, I already work from home, so I'm going to do school from home. I can't really afford to spend 4 or 5 years in a regular college. I can't really afford to do that. And my life, I can't waste my life, 4 years of my life doing something like that. And financially, I can't afford it as well. I already have enough bills from Catherine Gibbs. So I went ahead and decided to do an online school. Instead, I've been doing a lot of research, and I decided to pick between two of them, which was Capella or WGU. So what I'm going to do inside, hopefully in the next few minutes, I'm going to do a little bit of comparison just to give you an idea. If you're on the fence like I am in regards to which school you should go to, I'm going to kind of do a little comparison for you just to tell you the difference. Now, the main difference in regards to Capella and WGU, they're both the same process. They're both competency based. I don't even know how to pronounce the word. My mom won't let me do it. So competency based. You get my point. I can't even pronounce it. But that's what both schools are actually based off of. So what that is, pretty much whatever knowledge that you have already at the time, you can use that towards finishing up faster. So the main difference is this. With Capella, they have a lot of pros. Of course, they have the flex path, which again, for me, that's the only option I can do. I cannot go into guided, which means you are going to be sitting there about a good 4 years trying to finish up your schooling. So I don't want to do that. So now that I know, by the way, both schools, at least, well, let me clarify. Capella already confirmed for me that they was able to take a good portion of my credits. Some of them, like design and website, for a business degree, it doesn't really work, so that wasn't able to go through, but a lot of them did. So right now for Capella, I only have about 21 classes to complete out of 41. So I'm halfway through already without even starting. Yay. And so that's great. I was surprised. I was like, wow, I thought I would have gone in with nothing. I thought that degree was just a big old waste of time, but no. So if anyone did anything like me and went to one of those schools where it's like you get I think it's an AAS degree and not really an AS degree or something like that. I have to research it. But yes, if you have one of those degrees where you got a degree in like digital media, I thought that my credits would never go through. So, don't be discouraged. Try to submit your transcripts anyway. Most likely there'll be something that they'll be able to go ahead and take. So I already have that from Capella. So Capella already told me that I have to take around 21 classes out of 40 or 41 classes. I'm halfway through. They already gave me the confirmation of that. They was very quick with their process. They got the transcripts within about 24 to 48 hours. I was able to know what went through, what didn't go through, so on and so forth. So I was very happy about that. WGU, however, they have my transcript and they have been a little bit slower. They have my transcripts, I would say, I don't know, a couple of days now. And so I reached out to my recruiter, I guess I'll call him. I don't really know what you call him, but I reached out to him and I was like, hey, I see you got my transcripts. Can you please tell me what classes, what credits are going to go through, how many classes would I have to take, etc. And he mentioned that it's going to take around 7 to 10 days to evaluate everything before they'll be able to let me know. So their process is a little bit slower than Capella. I'm not going to lie about that. Capella, I'm already good to go. I'm already starting the orientation. And whereas WG, I'm still kind of waiting. So hopefully by the time this video updates, depending on when I update it, hopefully within a week, I'll know. So what today is? Today is Saturday. So hopefully next week, I should know what WGU says in regards to credits and how many classes would I have to be able to complete with them in order to get my degree for bachelor's I'm going for. Now, money-wise, difference and how each school do their tests and things that are very, very different. Money-wise is this. Capella, they only charge for FlexPath. I can only talk about FlexPath. Capella only charges around $2,500. I hear some people got a promotion where it's like $2,000. I don't got no promotion right now, so it's $2,500 every 12 weeks. So that's 3 months. Okay. Whereas WGU is over 3,000. I think let's say around 3,200. It's a little more, but let's say, I don't know. Let's round off to 3,000. It's just to make it simple. Every 6 months. So of course, when you take Capella, going into like 6 months, you're paying more. 2,500 times 2 is at like 5,000, give or take. So you're definitely paying more with Capella than you would be with WGU. So that's one big difference. So I'm probably gonna have to be paying out of pocket for this first term because of financial aid isn't gonna go through because my husband messed me up. But whatever, I love him anyway. It's all his fault. But that's neither here nor there. I love him anyway. I'm not gonna return him, I swear. But so I'll just take that hit for that. And besides, no matter what, financial aid, no financial aid, I still have to pay it back anyway. So it doesn't make a difference. So I did go ahead and try to put in a grant for WGU. I'll see how that goes. But as of right now, I'm not, I got accepted into both, but I didn't put money into either one as of yet. I'm waiting for WGU to reach back to me, let me know what their feedback is in regards to my credits. Now, so you have the money difference, and next is the learning difference. Now, very, very different. So Capella, from what I went through, and I've been looking at videos myself to see exactly how Capella, do their process. So I was speaking to the woman who, recruited my enrollment counselor. I think that's the name they go by. So I spoke to my enrollment counselor, and I was like just asking questions in regards to tests, exams, things like that. And she was like, no. She said, there's no exams. I said, what? And that kind of threw me off. I'm like, wait, what? She was like,